I'm tired of hearing about raw talent like it automatically equals championship football. In Dallas, that kind of thinking has been poisoning this franchise for years. The tape doesn't care about hype. The tape doesn't care about social media clips. And when I watch George Pickens, I see a receiver with elite ability, but I also see the exact kind of volatility that would have driven the leaders of the 90s absolutely insane. I am Carlos Eduardo. Let's have a real conversation about what's happening at the Star. Because when I break this down through the legacy filter, I don't just see a player. I see a test of the Cowboys' identity. I look at the details, the route discipline, the sideline body language, the effort when the ball isn't coming your way. That's where championship pedigree shows itself. And right now, the tape shows a player walking a dangerous line between competitive fire and front-running emotion. The Star is heavy. I've said it 1,000 times because it's the truth. When you wear that helmet, every reaction becomes amplified inside the Jerry World circus. A dropped pass becomes a headline. A frustrated gesture becomes a week-long debate. And if your consistency isn't rock solid, that spotlight can swallow you. Now let me be clear about something. Pickens has the physical tools that make defensive coordinators nervous. The catch radius, the vertical explosiveness, the ability to win those contested sideline throws, that's real NFL weaponry. I see the flashes on tape, and I understand why people get excited. But I also see the gaps. I see routes that lose urgency when the play design isn't built around him. I see moments where the blocking effort disappears. And in the red zone geometry where discipline and timing matter more than raw athleticism, I see a player who still hasn't fully mastered the details. That's where the shadow of the 90s becomes impossible for me to ignore. Because if a receiver walked into that locker room in 1993 with inconsistent effort away from the ball, the veterans would have corrected it fast. Not politely, fast. Those teams were built on accountability. If the quarterback scrambled, the route didn't die, you fought through coverage and created a window. That's the standard that built the Cowboys' championship pedigree. And here's why this conversation matters right now. The salary cap reality in Dallas is already tight. Every roster move pushes this team closer to financial pressure. When you invest in talent, you're not just buying highlight plays, you're buying reliability under pressure. Can this player handle physical corners when the coverage gets tight? Can he maintain composure when the offense stalls? Can he lead when the stadium noise inside Jerry World turns hostile? Those are the questions the tape is asking. I'm not saying George Pickens can't become a dominant force. The physical traits are obvious, but talent alone doesn't survive under the Star. The players who thrive here are the ones who turn emotion into controlled aggression and flash into discipline. Because I've seen this story before in Dallas. The potential, the hype, the belief that talent will eventually figure itself out. And every time the same truth echoes from the shadow of the 90s, talent wins highlights. Discipline wins Lombardis. So if Pickens wants to thrive in this environment, the path is simple but brutal. Sharpen the routes. Dominate every snap, even when the ball isn't coming. Eliminate the front-running energy and replace it with relentless consistency. Because the Cowboys aren't chasing viral moments. They're chasing the next ring.